The State House is closed due to some of the building conditions we had yesterday. So being able to do this virtually, while probably not preferred given the nature of today's meeting, was really the only option we had. So glad everybody could pivot to this mode. I'll go ahead and kick us off and call the meeting to order. And I'd like to recognize Councilor Duff for a prayer and for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Governor. I think it's only appropriate that we have a prayer of thanks today for the firefighters who responded so quickly and swiftly to ensure the safety of everyone at the State House, but also to ensure the State House itself, because it is an absolutely beautiful building and part of our heritage and history. And we are so grateful for their professionalism and their quick response. And with that, let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I would like to recognize Councilor DePaula for a motion to record advice and consent for the financial warrant.
So moved.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Duff. All those in favor, I think I'm going to do a roll call vote given the fact that we're operating via Zoom here. So all those in favor, Valerie, would you mind calling the roll, please?
Is Valerie on?
Valerie is on.
Here she is.
Yep.
God bless her.
Nothing to blow on, Valerie. Councilor Ferreira? Councilor Ferreira?
Yes.
Councilor Davini?
Yes.
Councilor Aineller?
Yes.
Councilor Duff?
Yes.
Councilor Kennedy?
Yes.
Councilor DePaulo? Councilor Jacobs?
Yes.
Seven
Seven
no
members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. I'd like to recognize Councilor Jacobs for a motion to record advice and consent for the pending list of notaries public and justices of the peace.
I make that motion.
Is there
Second.
a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Aianella. All those in favor, again, if Valerie, if you could please call the roll.
Councilor Davini? Yes. Councilor Aineller?
Yes.
Councilor Duff?
Yes.
Councilor Kennedy?
Yes.
Councilor DePaulo?
Yes.
Councilor Jacobs?
Yes.
Councilor Ferreira?
Yes.
7-0, Governor.
We've got 7 members in favor. That means the matter carries. And we'll move on to our next item on the agenda. I think our next 7 items are pretty exciting for all of us. The opportunity to move forward with affirming pardons proposed by the administration. As an administration that in its first year of office, this is the first time in any recent memory that an administration has moved forward with pardons, and really excited to be in this role with all of you, helping to move this important part of our judicial system forward that often is underutilized and is something that I know is important and meaningful to the individuals for whom we will be discussing today, this opportunity. At this point, I'd like to recognize Councilor Jacobs for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Edim Seth Ahmed.
I am very enthusiastically make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Devaney. Any discussion on this? I know we have 7 individuals. I want to make sure, councilors, if there is an opportunity for you to offer comment, that we do so in an orderly way.
Lieutenant Governor, it's Marilyn. I just want to thank you and the governor. I have tried so hard to get the former governor to bring these forward. And you've started off so early with this that we're just going to have a wonderful administration. And I look forward to more pardons. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Devaney. Did I see Councilor Kennedy? Was your hand up as well?
I would just echo that. I'd like to see more of them coming in some commutations.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Jacobs, was your hand up? It's hard to see it via Zoom, so if not, that's quite all right.
Yeah, I honestly, I think I am echoing as well. I'm so grateful to see the courage of this administration in bringing these pardons so early on. I'm enthusiastically waiting to vote yes on them. And I also hope we see more. And I look forward to seeing the new guidelines that come forward as well.
Terrific. Anybody else? If not, I will ask for Valerie to call the roll.
Counselor Devine?
Yes.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Duff?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
7-0, Governor.
Did we get Counselor Devaney in there too?
Yeah. I don't know, they're having trouble with this. Did you get my vote?
Yes. You said yes.
Okay. 7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. All right, our first one down. We've got 6 more to go. I'd like to recognize Counselor Iannella for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Glendon G. King.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Counselor Iannella, seconded by Counselor Devaney. If there's any comments or questions, at this time seeing none, I'd ask Valerie to please call the roll.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Duff?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Devine?
Yes, not a place to comment, but I want to apologize to the people of the former governor, and he didn't act on it. Thank you, Governor Healy. Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. Moving on to our next item on the agenda, I would like to recognize Counselor Iannella for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Xavier Del Valle.
Thank you. So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Kennedy. Any additional comments? Seeing none, I'd ask Valerie to go ahead and call the roll.
Counselor Duff?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Devine?
Yes, so deserved.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
7-0, Governor.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. Next, I'd like to recognize Counselor Jacobs for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon John Latter.
So moved.
Second.
Is there a second?
Yeah, Marilyn.
Seconded by Counselor Devaney. Any additional comments or questions? Seeing none, I'd ask Valerie to please call the roll.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Devine?
Yes.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Duff?
Yes.
7-0, Governor.
Members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. I would now like to recognize Counselor DePaulo for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Deborah Pickard.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Jacobs. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, I would ask Valerie to please call the roll.
Counselor DePaulo?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Devine?
Yes.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Duff?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
7-0,
7
Governor.
members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. At this point, I'd like to recognize our next item on the agenda and recognize Counselor Duff for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Gerald Walawanja.
So moved, Governor.
Walawanja, sorry.
That's okay. So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Kennedy. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, I would ask Valerie to please call the roll.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Devine?
Yes.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Duff?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo?
Yes.
7-0
We've
governor.
got 7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. And our last official item on the agenda is, I'd like to recognize Counselor Iannella for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Terrence Joseph Williams.
So moved.
Seconded by Counselor Devaney. Any comments or questions?
Uh,
Seeing none, I'd ask Valerie to please go ahead and call the roll.
Counselor Ferrara,
Yes.
Counselor DeVianney,
Yes.
Counselor Iannella,
Yes.
Counselor Duff,
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy,
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo,
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs,
Yes.
7-0
7
governor.
members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. So having completed our official business, our first pardons of this year, hopefully more to come, would like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made by Counselor Devaney. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Duff. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, all those opposed? The ayes have it.
Thank you.
This is efficient and important work today. And again, appreciate everyone's cooperation as we had to pivot from being in person, as much as it would have been a pleasure to be with all of you for these important and historic votes. We'll just have to save that for the next time. So I hope everybody has a good rest of the day.
Thank you,
You
Governor.
too,
Thank you
Lieutenant
so
Governor.
much.
Thank you,
Take
Governor.
care.
Oh, I didn't know what I was gonna make it for today.
Hey, come over. Come on over.